What's up, everybody? Pixel Leader here from PixconGG, and today we're doing episode 4 of Let Me Look It Up. I'm joined today with my co-host, as always, Pixel Boss, and we are talking about all kinds of stuff and looking it up on everybody's favorite search engine. What are we talking about today, Walter? We got a couple of things in the book. We got Gran Turismo 7 just came out. We both have not played the game. I've seen a lot of stuff about it, and I will say that everything that I have seen about it is kind of like, it makes the game look like it's going to be an homage to Gran Turismo 2. I don't know if you ever played that, Gran Turismo 2 for the PlayStation 1.
Yes.
Right. Well, everything I've seen, from the sounds, the menus make everything, which I don't remember if they had kept that always, like if that's just traditional Gran Turismo. Because I played Gran Turismo 3, I think V-Spec for the PS2, I think I had. I also had the Gran Turismo, like the prologue thing for the PS5. I don't remember, or the PS5, the PS3. I think it was like Gran Turismo 5, the prologue or the demo, or whatever it was. I don't remember. But I don't know if the menu sounds have always been the same, but I do know that I have been playing a lot of Gran Turismo 2. And as soon as I started hearing like the menu sounds in the new Gran Turismo, I was like, it's Gran Turismo 2. You can even go to like a used car lot and everything, just like in Gran Turismo 2. The way the menu works, like it looks like a 3D overhead look of almost like the Gran Turismo 2 map, but it's like super 3D instead of it just being like a drawn map like it is in the PS1 game.
Yeah, it sounds like they're getting everybody back into the roots of the game. People who started playing the game way back then are going to get a little nostalgia out of a revamped version, which is awesome in my opinion.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, everybody's so torn apart right now about Forza and Gran Turismo because like the console wars are just fully blown up again, like they're fully reignited. And right now it's a huge, I mean, but this is also almost expected when something like Gran Turismo 7 comes out for a lot of the Xbox fans to make the Forza comparisons, but I mean, I love them both.
Yeah.
But I don't really know if I could pick. I mean, I am a Sony fanboy, but I do love Forza. I literally, when I got the Xbox, what was it, Xbox One, I got it for Forza Motorsport 7. Was it 7? Yeah, it has a blue, I think it's a Bugatti on the front of it. That game, oh my god, it was so good. And it was because we got into racing games. One of our old buddies got me into racing games, Mike. And we were playing Need for Speed Shift, and then I heard about Forza, and I was like, well, let's get Forza. So I got that Xbox One from one of our other buddies. Got Forza, played the fuck out of it, found out about Horizon, found out that it's like a little bit more arcadey and not as simulation, and started playing that and fell in love with that too. So they both definitely have huge places in my heart, but I have not played Gran Turismo 7 yet. I have played the new Forza, and it was great. It's fun and it's good driving. It's good, really good game. I'm not really picking sides, especially because I haven't played Gran Turismo 7 yet. But from what I've seen, it still looks like a great racing game.
I can't compare either one. I never played Forza, but I did play Gran Turismo and I do enjoy it. And I did, especially, I haven't played the new one. And I don't think I've played the last couple, but I have played the older ones and I always enjoyed them. I always had fun. Good racing game.
You've never played any Forza games?
I never had an Xbox. I mean, and then when you got the Xbox, I just really still was. I don't know what I was into at the moment, but still never played it for some reason. I should have. I need to.
I know, because that was like what was there, like with the Xbox. Like it was the Xbox with with Forza. I mean, it had other games on it too, yeah, but
it was basically for Forza.
Yeah, because the only physical game I had was Forza. Yeah, all the other games were digital. I fell in love with Forza, and the newest, the Forza Horizon. I will say that it, like, for a simulation based game, it's definitely not, but it's still. I mean, it almost feels like it. It's probably the best simulation style racing you can get with a huge free roam map that's made for having fun.
Yeah.
And that's from a huge Sony fan. Like, I'm a huge PlayStation fanboy. I think I also just don't care too much about the console wars. I think that Microsoft is... but I also believe in exclusives, too. It sucks that it makes for a huge money pit. Like, you have to buy both the consoles, etc. At the end of the day, I think it... that's... The competition makes for better titles, etc. And, like, I like that Halo just is on Xbox. And PlayStation has always had stuff like Metal Gear and God of War and the Silent Hill game. Up until now, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro too, but they are on Xbox now.
Yeah, competition usually breeds better products, and that's one of the reasons why I've always liked the war. Always play PlayStation though. I've always have more PlayStation than I have Xbox.
God, so Forza is the best-selling Xbox One game of all time. Forza Horizon 5.
Dang, that's crazy. Actually, makes sense. That's why you only had that game though.
Well, yeah, I just got Forza Horizon 5. That's the newest one. I have that on PC. I don't have that one on Xbox. I just play it here on the old The big
Computer.
box. Yep. How many copies did Gran Turismo 7 sell? With a collective 80.4 million units sold. It's like, that's the franchise, though.
Be something else.
March 4th, 2 days ago. It came out 2 days ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna be a number on that one yet.
I mean, there should be, right? Day one sales?
You would think. You would think.
Then, like, how long does it take for that to report, do you think?
Maybe at least a week.
So, I also haven't played Elden Ring yet, but it looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's a classic From Software game. It's Dark Souls, like it's Demon Souls, like, but
the gameplay looks beautiful.
it's free.
Looks
Yeah, right. But
amazing.
and it's still gonna be difficult because it's a Dark Souls game. But the free roam aspect of it is amazing, and the fact that when you leave the free roam aspect, you get basically Dark Souls 4, like in the dungeons. The dungeons enough they add up to be Dark Souls 4. Everything I've seen so far looks like a free roam game with Dark Souls. Am I even saying that right? It doesn't even sound right anymore. Dark Souls 4 hidden inside of it.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, dude, and just all the gameplay I've seen. I've been watching Doc play it. I've just been watching a lot of YouTube of it, and it just looks, it looks so great.
You said Forza was the highest selling game under Xbox, right?
On the yeah.
Gran Turismo is the highest selling video game under the PlayStation brand.
Really?
Yeah.
Gran Turismo is an Olympic sport.
Really?
Let me Google that. Is Gran Turismo an Olympic sport? On April 26th, the Fédération Internationale des Automobiles, the FIA, announced a collaboration with the International Olympic Committee, the IOC, to host the world's first ever Olympic virtual series motorsport event, and Gran Turismo Sport was chosen as the platform on which the series would be played.
Oh my goodness.
So, Gran Turismo Sport is an Olympic event. After an intense 11 days, qualifying for the Olympic Virtual Series Motorsport event is now over. We can reveal the 16 Gran Turismo Sport players who will be racing for glory. So who won? It aired on June 23rd of 2021, apparently.
That's nuts.
So let's look up who won the first Gran Turismo Olympics. Yep. Valerio Gallo. Italy's Valerio Gallo won the first ever Olympic Virtual Series Motorsport event to become the first Olympic Gran Turismo champion. Gallo had set the fastest time at event qualification back in May, but that was based on single time lap trial. I wonder if it'll show like the car he was racing in. Oh, it's looking like they all had to drive the same cars, which makes sense, I guess.
Keep it a level playing field. Man, I wonder what else is qualified to make an Olympic game.
Man, I hope Call of Duty never makes that stage. I mean, I love Call of Duty, but I just don't want to see Call of Duty in the Olympics. That just doesn't seem. The CDL already seems too far. Like, just gatekeeping that. Like the fact that like we just had the coolest thing going with esports being so available to everybody, and now they're making it less and less available. Where you got stuff like the CDL, where you have to have like multi-million dollars to even buy in to the league just to participate. Like. It's like a $25 million ticket or something, or maybe it's not that much. Maybe it's $250,000. Let me look it up. How much does it cost to have a team in CDL? The 12 Call of Duty League franchises reportedly paid $25 million or more to secure their place in the Call of Duty League. It is literally $25 mil to have a team in the CDL.
Disgusting.
That's what I said. Yep,
That's
absolutely.
disgusting.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. But I mean, it's cool because I mean, it makes for good content. But this is my question. They're all paying in $25 million every company. Are they making $25 million back in profit?
Hell no.
I don't think so. I don't think the CDL is paying. I mean, I know that the CDL themselves isn't going to pay these guys, but I'm talking about even from the sponsorships, even from the spotlight of the CDL, everything or whatever, like the relevancy, etc. Are they making 25 million back from that? I mean, you do get put into the games now, like your camos and your teams and everything. Like you do get into the game. You can equip mutineer stuff in Call of Duty, but even then, it's like, yeah, are you making 25 million back? I don't know. But also,
I mean,
I've heard that esport organizations aren't really necessarily like lucrative. Right now, what's lucrative? Here's like what I've gathered from looking around. What's lucrative is individually branding, really. People like Tim the Tatman, Shroud, Ninja, Tfue, Dr. Disrespect, like the people that you just know, like those are the people who make it big, the individual branding. Organization, like trying to make it an actual org. That I don't know. I've heard that that's not lucrative. Even PixCon, we try to stay, we're a small group of people. Like, we are not an organization. Like, that is very clear. But I'm talking about even on a lower level, esport or like Twitter organizations, people like Sora and Obey or whatever. The people who aren't necessarily in CDL, but they're definitely in, you know, CSGO and Overwatch, like, you know, et cetera, et cetera. I wonder how lucrative that even is. From what I've seen and gathered, it's not. They make a lot of the money off of the clothes and stuff like that. That's why 100T would be on top, because they sell some fire ass clothes.
And you're doing selling clothes, then you know.
Yeah.
If you're getting paid,
Right.
and I think you have to be consistent with it. Or you could be your solo, build your brand, and just put your own product out there and hope that it catches, and it has a more opportunity to catch that way than going the other, it seems.
Yeah, and literally, and like that's also one of the things that a lot of the successful orgs they do now. Like, they have their players over there, and they all go like their individual thing. Nick Merckx is technically like that's FaZe Nick Merckx, and you've got the Swag, that's FaZe Swag. So it's spread out pretty decently, I guess. But that's also FaZe. Like, FaZe is FaZe. That's like a totally different part of the conversation. They are lucrative. They are making
FaZe
money. They are one of the exceptions. Like, they are literally at the top of like the money making. Them, 100T.
Well, you know, something that I never really paid attention to, speaking of FaZe, is how, you know, they claim Kyler Murray, and every time something's happened, especially over the stuff that's been going on with him lately, like, it gets brought up so much, and you hear their name so much.
Yeah,
Like,
well, yeah, exactly,
that's
yeah.
free. That's free, dude.
I want to say Juju. I want to say Juju was a FaZe member.
Free advertisement right there. Your name getting said on national television.
Recently joined FaZe Clan 2018. Yep. So yeah, Juju was a FaZe member in 2018. Yeah. And yeah, Kyler Murray, like, yeah, absolutely. Their branding is insane. They are literally, they're gonna be all over the world apparently. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And then see, then you're not even worrying about how many championships you're winning, as long as you win some. But if that brand keeps going, you can sell it, and that's what they're doing. They're just selling that brand.
Yeah. But esports are still cool. I'm not gonna lie. I like that we live in a world where stuff like that exists. Where, like, especially because we grew up where when we were children, the most you would be winning from like even a world championship from any video game. I'm talking about the most, maybe 10 racks, maybe $10,000, like maybe $25,000. That's like,
it wasn't something you were trying to like make it the whole year on. You were gonna live off this. No, I just do this in my time, and I'm gonna try to win some money to pay some bills or something.
Yeah, like that one kid, like the teen Fortnite champ who just won $3 million, practices 6 hours a day. Kyle Bugha, that was his name, not Boya. Bugha, Bugah. His name is Kyle Giersdorf. I'm butchering his last name, but he doesn't care because he won $3 million. Yeah, so,
other worries.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, $3 million playing Fortnite. Like, that's crazy. Like, but that was a huge thing that Fortnite did, was have so much money in their prize pool. That really did keep a ton of people playing, but still, like, you wouldn't dream of that. Like, let's see, how much money did CSGO esports pay out 2021? The estimated prize money for CSGO tournaments stood at $21.17 million US, making it the online game with the highest cumulative prize pool in that year. So $21 million were given out that year for competitive Counter-Strike. What other game would have been like Rainbow Six Siege isn't even that big anymore, but let's see, like, total prize pool 2021. Let's see what they were giving out. $3 million US. 2021 Battle Pass sales are added up to the prize pool up to a maximum of $3 million. The current, so they use the Battle Pass sales to get the prize pool. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, that's like giving back to your players right there.
That is actually kind of cool. Yeah, they're funding the esports league with that.
That's a game I would get back into and play again.
Rainbow Six Siege, that game was fun, and it's got a really good like esports setting. Like, it's competitive in a good way. Like, when I complain about the game, it's usually not really about the game. It's usually, but I mean, at the same time, there are a lot of OP stuff. It's like, it is a competitive setting, but there are people who can literally put a device against a wall that sends in a bunch of cluster grenades that instantly kills everybody. I don't even know if that's still in the game. I haven't played in so long, but when I played back then, what was it? I think that's Kaplan.
No. It was the other one, because Kaplan was the one with the machine gun, and was
that's Tachanka, I thought.
No, you're right. Maybe I thought maybe Kaplan's the guy that's also a defender that puts the.
I'm gonna Google it. I'm looking it up. Rainbow Six Siege player with wall bombs.
Is it Fuse?
cluster charge that propels a group of explosive grenades through any stock breach service. Yes. Fuse. Yes, that's that guy. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah,
And
I
I
liked
think
him a lot.
Kaplan, I think he had like the trip mines, right? That you could like place on
He did,
windows.
yeah.
Yes,
Yep,
yes.
and then
He
it
was.
became even more OP because you could hardly see the beam,
And then you've
the
got,
trip line.
yeah, and then you've got Calvera or whatever her name is, or Cavera, I think it is.
Caveira,
Yeah,
yeah, she goes
Cavera. Oh
hard.
my god, bro. Yeah, smoke a dude and then assassinate him and get the intel the other dudes are and go get your ace real quick. That's no, dude. Yeah, that was fun.
One of the negative things about that game that I will tell you that, and maybe this is just me personally, and I'm not sure how everyone feels about it, but I think that with a game that like that, especially with some of the OP things you could have, like Ash being able to run faster than any other character, you can just run through, grab an ace real quick. There's too many characters. If you would have kept it limited to maybe 10, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, the thing about Siege now is that there are too many operators. That's actually why I haven't gone back, because I did go back for a little bit. I like put the game in on the PS4, installed it, went and looked or whatever, and I was like, man, this is a lot. And I just never got back into it. I was like, I don't think I want to get back into this.
There's so much. It's so much.
Video game prize pool 2005. Okay, so in 2005 though, Counter-Strike was still kind of balling. They were giving out $1.3 million that year total, but it was among 98 tournaments.
Oh, so they handed out a lot of money, but not to a bunch of everybody.
Exactly, yeah. And then a bunch of fighting games had a bunch of tournaments that year, but there were no money given out. Like if you were to won Tekken 5 that year, Tekken Tag, Super Street Fighter 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, there was a couple tournaments that happened and no money given out. Battlefield 2 had one tournament and there was $3,000 total given out. Halo 1 had a tournament for $3,000. Counter-Strike Source actually still had tournaments that year that gave out $150,000. Halo 2 did $197,000 that year, but among 38 tournaments. In the year 2000, one game was at the top, way above everybody else. Wake 3 Arena, giving out $415,000 among 28 tournaments and 97 players. Fast forward to today. So let's just do 2021, because it's already done and over with. 2021, last year, Dota 2, $47 million given out.
My God.
Counter-Strike Global Offensive, $21 million given out. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds Mobile, PUBG Mobile, $17 million given out with only 27 tournaments played. With only 27 tournaments played.
Wow.
Regular PUBG comes in right under that, $16 million. Some game called Arena of Valor, $14 million. Let me look that up. Oh, snap into a G Fuel, y'all. Arena of Valor also looks like it is a Android, iOS, and Nintendo Switch game. Looks like it's a free-to-play game. Looks like a MOBA. Gave out $14 million last year. Fortnite gave out $9.4 million last year to 42 tournaments. League of Legends, $7.8 million to 93 tournaments. Valorant, $6.5 million to 299 tournaments held for Valorant last year. That's crazy, but also I feel like their money should be a little higher than that, but also still good on you. Rainbow Six Siege 2021 gave out $6.2 million in only 42 tournaments. Call of Duty Warzone gave out $6.1 million to 188 tournaments. Cold War. So in 2021, wait, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. 2021 gave out $5.7 million. Rocket League, $4.9 million. Overwatch, 4.6. The list just keeps going. We got Call of Duty Mobile gave out $3 million last year in only 6 tournaments.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a game on your phone.
Yeah. Let's see who gave out. Quake 3 is still on this list too. Quake 3 Arena gave out $8,000 last year.
Yeah, that's something your parents back in the 90s wouldn't have told you, that you were going to make money playing the game staring at the TV.
Dude, there was a tournament, an official tournament last year for Def Jam Fight for New York, and it's on this list. Someone won $20. That's pretty cool. Mario Kart 8 gave out $1,700. That's kind of low for a Nintendo game. Come on, guys. Tetris gave out 16 racks last year in 19 tournaments. Among Us gave out a smooth official 20K. Mortal Kombat 11 with an official 54K, kind of low. Especially when Halo 2's coming in with a smooth $137,000 given out last year. So yeah, since we were like first playing video games to us now, there's a lot more money in video games.
It's insane. It's awesome. It's a lot of money.
What are we doing?
Not playing enough, apparently.
No, because I've seen what it's turned people into. That amount of money has created a whole new breed of player. Like, I've always been good at video games, but man, kids these days, I see the plays people make, and I'm like, I can't even tell you what just happened. The fact that people can do stuff on Rocket League and then prove that they did it on purpose, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's kind of aggravating.
Yeah, some of the stuff they do, I'm like, okay, I could see me doing that in game one time, and they're like, okay, but I'm about to run it back and do the same thing once again. And I'm like, you can't, because that was luck. And then they do it again, and I'm like, all right, so I'm not gonna play this game.
It's not for me.
Yeah, like absolutely not. But Rocket League is still fun. I just wish that the skill ceiling wasn't at the top because people were so goddamn good these days. But at the same time, you know, get good, I guess.
Yeah, well, I also watch some people do things to me sometimes while I'm playing games, and you know, I can just tell that he's not famous either, but he's better than I am, so I just got to keep getting better, I guess.
Yeah, dude, there's some things that happen to us even in Warzone where I'm just like, all right, so we're gonna go on TikTok.
Yeah.
No lie.
Ruthless.
He said people are ruthless, bro. Yeah, but that's what video games have become these days. It's like it's always technically everything is a competitive field, because even older games, because speedruns, no speedrun record is safe anymore. You post a world record for a video game, someone's gonna see that, they're coming for it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, nobody is safe anymore in video games, and it's all a competition 24/7 for either content, a place on a leaderboard, money, which is a huge thing. Like, back in the day, all the shit was talked in the leaderboards, and everybody just kind of played a game or whatever, or in the lobbies. I mean, everybody talks shit in the lobbies. Nowadays, it's like, I mean, we still talk shit in the lobbies or whatever, but now it's like you will actually get shit on nowadays.
You need to be careful who you talk to, and you never know who's on the other side.
There's never been a time in Modern Warfare 2, my history of Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, that I ever got shit on. There were plenty of games where I'd be like, all right, I'm definitely not doing as good. Like, I'm definitely not finna drop no 20s. Like, I'm definitely finna drop no 30s. But for the most part, I had a very high KD in those games. And I mean, and the reason was that I had just been playing games a lot, and everybody back then, I just feel like everybody was bad. I feel like there was just so many more noobs. I feel like everybody and their fucking grandmother can slide cancel nowadays.
It's a thing that yeah. Long enough, yeah.
That's a mechanic that's like, it's like such a small mechanic that helps so much, but it's like something you wouldn't see a lot of players do. You just see them running everywhere, you know what I'm saying? They would only slide like when they need to, like, and if they ever slid cancel, it'd be like very rare. No, everybody you spectate nowadays, they are slide cancel eating every corner. They are, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nuts. It is fucking, yeah, everybody is. Literally everybody knows how to play games now. Like, there are not a lot of noobs left.
To win, even a little consistently, you have to be sweating a lot.
Yeah, it's true. You have to always be sweating, especially with skill-based matchmaking these days. There are still noobs, but as soon as you start doing good in a game like Call of Duty and you don't know how to use a VPN, just don't do shit.
Things have changed, for sure.
Oh, yeah. All right, we'll talk about it. All right, well, we talked about Gran Turismo 7. We talked about esports. We talked about a little bit of Call of Duty and just why kids are demons these days. Siege. We talked about Rainbow Six Siege and just general things and how video games have just really changed competitively and on a money scale. You can actually make a day job out of playing video games now, and that was just really not a reality when we were children. Like, you could say you wanted to do it, but it was not. Like, even if you looked at who's making the most money, they were not going to be driving any fancy cars, I'll tell you that. You know, they weren't going to be living in any big fancy houses. But today, that is a reality you really can't chase. And I mean, definitely stay in school, kids, but at the same time, if you get good at games, you can make a lot of money. This has been Let Me Look It Up, episode 4, and we're out.